Formula E is a revolutionary, exciting and all-electric racing series that pushes the boundaries and created not just the fastest growing form of motorsport on the planet, but the perfect testbed for electrical vehicle technology, paving the way for a greener future.
This fresh and exciting series sees zero-emission race cars flash through the city streets of some of the world's most iconic cities.
The new ABB Formula E season marks the start of a new chapter in the championship's history as the Gen 2 cars take to the streets and revolutionise Formula E. The Batmobile-esque all-electric racer has double the energy storage capacity, more power and a higher top speed.
11 world-class teams, 22 elite drivers and an all-action wheel-to-wheel racing style that never fails to surprise.
Oh, he's hit him! The two cheaters hit each other!
And excite.
Look how close they are! This is brilliant!
You're watching the official preview for the 2018-19 ABB Formula E Championship. Let's see what we've got coming up in the rest of the show.
We take a look at all the teams as Nissan, BMW and the HWA Mercedes Works team enter the paddock to take on the established FE names of Audi, Techeetah and Jaguar, amongst others.
FE enters a new era with the Gen 2 car taking to the track. This marks a huge leap forward in technology, and the drivers will now compete in a single car for the full race distance. We talk to the people who are charged with perfecting the engineering of this exceptional racing machine and bring you up to speed with the latest championship developments, including the ultra-exciting attack mode.
We go behind the scenes at the pre-season Valencia test to catch up with some of the drivers as they get their hands on the new cars and look forward to the season ahead.
We have a lot of work to do, obviously. At the end of that way, we should be able to see where we stand compared to the other ones.
We take a dive into the unknown with 11-time F1 Grand Prix winner Felipe Massa, who makes his Formula E debut this season. The Brazilian relishes a new challenge. We catch up with him as he goes freediving in his adopted hometown of Monaco and find out why his racing future is electric.
I am excited about a new season, new challenge. I hope I can challenge for podiums, for victories. Let's wait and see.
The action isn't just confined to the city streets. Formula E continues to push boundaries as we find out how fans will be able to ghost race against the pro drivers in real time as they compete in the E-Prix on the other side of the globe.
Formula E serves as a competitive platform for global manufacturers and mobility providers to test and develop new technology. We check out the latest vehicles the teams are releasing to global consumers.
Before we take a look at the contenders for this season, let's look back at a remarkable contest last time out, which provided a brand new champion for a fourth consecutive season.
And we go green in Hong Kong! He's done it! When he's through! Mortara has spun! Oh, man, got the front right!
FE raced across 5 continents as 10 cities hosted 12 electrifying street races. Season 4 came to a crescendo in New York City, where the championship was decided. Jean-Eric Vergne took the honours ahead of the Gracian Bird in a thrilling finale.
Jean-Eric Vergne seals the Season 4 Formula E Championship.
God, it feels good.
Audi Sport clinched the Constructors' title.
Good job, team, good job.
With Team Techeetah narrowly missing out on the clean sweep. But after the dust settled, how does the new champ feel about that unforgettable day in New York?
I think it's a weekend I'm going to remember all my life. Like 14th of July, it's the national day in France, winning the World Championship. And 15th of July, France winning the World Cup and me winning the last race ever of Generation 1 Formula E cars. It's, I think it's been the best weekend in my life.
Jev will be the man to beat this year, so let's take a look at the contenders for his crown.
German 3-time Le Mans winner André Lotterer will be partnering Vergne for a second year at the now manufacturer-backed DS Techeetah. Lotterer is yet to win a race in Formula E, but many people feel it's just a matter of time. Constructors champions Audi Sport Abt Schaeffler will retain their driver lineup of Daniel Abt and Season 3 champion Lucas de Grassi. Anything less than championship contention on all fronts will be seen as failure by the German manufacturer.
As you can see, new cars, new teams, new drivers. I think the season is going to be more competitive than ever, and I hope we are there to fight for the win again.
Monaco-based outfit Venturi brought in former Formula One star Felipe Massa to partner Eduardo Mortara. Envision Virgin Racing have switched to an Audi-supplied powertrain for this season and are hoping it will provide Sandberg with the platform to challenge for the title once more. Alongside the Englishman will be the spectacular style of Dutchman Robin Frames, who had previously raced for Andretti.
Another British-based team are Panasonic Jaguar Racing, who will be looking to make an impact and claim their first Formula E win this time out. Season 1 champion Nelson Piquet Jr. will partner the quick Kiwi Mitch Evans once again.
It's an all-new lineup at Indian outfit Mahindra Racing, recruiting Formula E veteran Jerome D'Ambrosio and the young German hotshot Pascal Wehrlein. They'll be looking for a return to form after a strong start but disappointing finish last season.
What was Renault Edams now becomes Nissan Edams as the French racing outfit team up with the Japanese manufacturer giant. They will surely be at the front of the pack with Season 2 champion Sébastien Buemi behind the wheel.
I'm really happy that Nissan is not there. I think it's good for the championships. It's a big change for the team, and hopefully it's going to be still very good racing like we've had in the first 4 seasons.
Neo Formula E are sticking with Oliver Turvey after some impressive performances last year, and they've added Frenchman Tom Dillman to their driver lineup.
The American-based Dragon team have been a mainstay of the championship since day one. They retain the services of the 3-time World Touring car champ Jose Maria Lopez for a second season.
And German rookie Max Gunter will partner the speedy Argentinian. BMW have now joined Andretti as a full manufacturer-backed works team, BMW Andretti Motorsport. Fan favourite Antonio Felix da Costa will partner rookie Brit Alex Sims.
Another newcomer to the series is HWA Racelab. The Mercedes Works team are the most successful outfit in the history of German Touring Car Championship, DTM. This amazing pedigree, coupled with the driver lineup of the 2018 DTM champion Gary Paffett and former Formula One driver Stoffel van Dorn, could be a potent force this season.
It's a new start, a new challenge. I'm looking forward to this new adventure in my career, especially with the new Generation 2 cars coming in. There's a lot of talent in this team, and I'm pretty sure we will be fighting for some good results.
Joining Stoffel van Dorn on the FE grid this season is 11-time F1 Grand Prix winner Felipe Massa. The Brazilian is always looking for new challenges. Let's catch up with him before he takes a dive into the unknown ahead of his inaugural FE season.
My first time I'm racing Formula E, so definitely a lot to learn. But also you want to do good. You want to try everything you can to be competitive, but also score good points for you, for the team. So I hope I can be able to challenge for podiums. I hope I can be able to challenge for victories. But I mean, until you don't arrive there, it's impossible to say where we are. I think the testing was good. Quite interesting to be testing all the 3 days with all of the other teams. Completely different track compared to the tracks we are racing. It was nice, it was positive, but everything will be different in the first race. For me, you know, how much I'm growing, how much I'm learning the car, how to drive the car, how to understand all the different procedures. Let's see on the first race exactly where we are, and ready, everybody inside the team, to start well the season. Definitely, you have so many great teams, big teams, manufacturer teams, that is quite big. A lot of people working. For sure, Formula E is getting more and more professional year by year. And you see that now the level is quite high, the level of the teams, but the level of the drivers as well. City tracks, different countries, beautiful cities, and I really hope I understand, and we understand as a team, how you can make the result at the end. So we are here in Monaco. We are doing free diving, so getting under the water by very deep. Yeah, I managed to go 14 meters, For sure you can go more, but you need to really believe yourself. I believe that the air will stay inside, you know, but I think it was great, and it was a good feeling. The Venturi team is very close to my apartment, so I can even walk 5 minutes to get to the team. Trying to give all my experience, you know, to the team, to help the team to developing. But it's quite a nice team, good to work with them. Hopefully I can be a good part of it. I am excited about a new season, new challenge, but also enjoy, have fun, and doing a good first season.
This season, ABB Formula E has a brand new car. It has more power, 250 kilowatts, and a top speed of up to 280 kilometers per hour, more than 50 kilometers per hour faster than last season's car. The Gen 2 car represents a massive leap forward in technology. With double the energy storage capacity, the car will now run for the full race distance.
The new car is equipped with a halo for driver protection, but unique to Formula E is the fact that it will change colour depending on what race mode the car's in. The huge rear diffuser is another very cool addition and has been a massive hit with the fans.
As with the Generation 1 car, the drivetrain is critical. Consisting of the motor, gearbox and inverter, teams will use their own custom configuration to compete for a technical advantage and gain that competitive edge. Let's see what the experts think of the Gen 2 car.
First thing is, it's a very striking design. You won't mistake it for any other type of racing car, that is for sure. And I think that's a very good thing because it's a sort of thumbprint of the championship as well.
The main features of the car is the increased battery size. We've also got more power each year. They've brought on an extra roughly 25 kilowatts every year.
We mustn't underestimate the challenge of the Gen 2 car. Certainly the powertrain, it's very complex, and I think the engineers have had a big challenge to get everything ready in time, and it's very exciting to think that we're going to be lining up on the grid in Riyadh and starting season 5 with such an evolution in a new car in the Gen 2 car.
The McLaren supplied battery has brought a huge increase in performance, meaning the Formula E drivers can complete a race without stopping and changing car, which opens the door to a car swap replacement, attack mode.
It's basically a chance for the driver to have extra power to do an overtaking move.
It's going to be a case of you activate the attack mode by running on an area of circuit, which will give you 25 kilowatts of extra power for a period of time, and that will change every race in terms of how long it's going to be, where you have to run or do things, so there's going to be a lot of strategy coming behind it.
The driver's going to have to understand how the challenge works and figure out how to go offline, not try to lose too much time as they do that, and then understand how they'll be able to use the power at the right places to overtake.
Sounds exciting to me, almost like a video game. That's all we got time for in part 1, but don't go anywhere, as after the break, we'll be seeing how the new cars are performing at pre-season testing in Valencia. Back to the ABB Formula E Season 5 preview show. Now it's time to go behind the scenes at pre-season testing in Valencia, where the drivers put the new Gen 2 car through its paces ahead of the first race in Saudi Arabia.
First of all, it looks fantastic. I think it looks really futuristic. Yeah, it's a fun car to drive.
The Gen 2 car is definitely faster than Generation 1. We expect a lot of fighting, all the cars to be together. So this Generation 2 for sure will create a lot of excitement.
First race of Season 5 with the new Gen 2 car. I think that's going to be definitely an exciting moment. And I think the field will be close, so I'm sure we're going to have some really exciting races.
Yeah, I'm very excited to be here. It's been a long time waiting for this official testing and you know, for the new generation of Formula E cars. We have a lot of work to do, obviously, a lot of things to go through, and you know, at the end of that week, we should be able to see where we stand compared to the other ones, and that will be, you know, exciting week. Right now, I'm not even thinking about the first race. I just want to get you know, everything, all the box ticked, and arrive in the first race with maximum confidence. Obviously, now we are with DS and Anti-Cheetah. Everything seems to be going quite well. It's good days ahead.
Today I think it's all about getting in a rhythm and getting a feeling for the car. I think as a team it's good to start having operations in place, you know, to think about the race scenario that is coming ahead, and also of course to set up the car. It's very important. It's all about getting back in the rhythm, feeling good, knowing what to do, and then bringing all that package to the first race.
Yeah, we're getting laps in. This is a challenging test for us because every other team here is a manufacturer. We're the only independent team. It's work in progress. I can't really say whether I love it, hate it, whatever, but I'm sure that what we've got underneath us is a very strong platform. We just need to unlock all of its potential.
It's the first time we get a little idea of where we stand. We still have a very new powertrain and we are not yet completely on top of it, but looking forward just to be more and more in the car. Just want to keep improving the car in general, just get it more robust and make sure we go to Riyadh, you know, very confident.
The team is growing, you know, we were a small team last year, now with the S we grew, much more people, we were able to do our 15 days of testing without too many issues, so we developed a good powertrain. We still need to gel together, but it's all to be more professional and have better performance. You can see also the teams got more experience over the years, so it's really tight, the results up there. So we were P2 yesterday, which is a good start, but we keep working hard on improving the cars.
I mean, this car is absolutely amazing. I think the step that we've all done is the right one, you know, to come up with a car that looks futuristic and looks different from what we've seen. And even I myself, when I'm on track behind other cars, I'm like, is this real? Am I seeing wrong? You know, but it's reality. It's going to happen. We're going to race these cars. It's just super cool, super fast, and also very challenging on street courses.
No, it's faster, it looks better, it's more exciting, it's better to drive, more balanced, so we can push the limits more. You can see a big evolution in the paddocks.
I'm super pumped. New car, new teams, new drivers, and a really, really tough season ahead. So I'm super excited. Of course, now it's also cool to see everyone and kind of get the feeling back before we finally head to the season opener in Riyadh.
The 2018-19 ABB Formula E season will visit 5 continents, watching 22 drivers lock horns across 12 countries.
To kick things off, we start in a brand new city for FE, Riyadh, racing through the historic streets of Ad Diriyah this December.
Next on the calendar, we head to Africa, to the foothills of the snow-capped Atlas Mountains, for FE's 3rd year in the magical Marrakesh.
Next, we move to our 3rd continent, to the heart of the Chilean capital, Santiago. It was here that Jev kick-started his championship last season with a victory.
We then head north to the dizzying heights of the oldest capital in the Americas, Mexico City. Lucas de Grassi holding the lap record of 1 minute and 1 second. But with the new Gen 2 car, will we see the sub-minute lap this season?
Back in Asia, we find ourselves amongst the towering skyscrapers of Hong Kong, the skyline providing a spectacular backdrop yet again.
We then move along the southern Chinese coast, where we see our 2nd new city of Season 5, to the tropical climate of Sanya. Who will be first to be crowned King of the Island?
Round 7 gives us our first European stop of Season 5, where Sam Bird took the gladiatorial spoils with a victory on the eternal streets of Rome. From one stunning European capital to the next, the beautiful city of light and Jev's stomping ground, Paris, plays host for round 8 of the championship.
Next, we return to the French Riviera and the iconic circuit, Monaco. Can Sébastien Bremy make it 3 wins in 3 on the most famous street circuit of them all?
Round 10 of the 2018-19 championship is perhaps the most unique stop in the season. For the 5th time, we've returned to Berlin to see the drivers fighting it out around the iconic Tempelhof Airport. Last year was an all-Audi affair. The German Mark will be looking for the same again on home soil.
As the championship heads into the business end of the season, Formula E returns to Switzerland for a 2nd time. But this time, Bern will host the E-Prix.
In Formula E history, the championship has always been decided in the last event of the season. And what better place to hold the finale than in the Big Apple, New York City.
5 continents, 22 drivers, 12 countries. It's set to be the greatest season yet.
Formula E has been a pioneer for integrating fans into the action in the world of esports.
A virtual e-race happens on every race day prior to the main E-Prix, where fans compete with the real FE drivers on a virtual rendering of the host circuit.
Formula E also staged the biggest e-racing event ever. It was held in Las Vegas and had a total prize money of $1 million. Not only that, but in Season 4, Formula E, in partnership with Virtually Live, together developed Formula E's virtual replay, allowing fans to relive the action with a new level of data and analysis.
ABB Formula E is pushing new boundaries again, and its latest innovation is a ghost racing game. This will allow fans to compete with the FE drivers during the live race. Using cutting-edge telemetry, all the real-time racing action is replicated in CGI, mirroring each car's position on track, while you battle your way through some of the world's most iconic city street circuits.
We are developing a game that will allow you to race together with the stars in real time when races actually happen, thus creating something completely new. You get the excitement of a live race, you get the unpredictability of a live race, which you would not get in a traditional simulation, because it's not run by algorithms, it's run by people, and that's what we reflect in the game. It's really the sci-fi dream coming slowly true. It's something completely new.
Now that's one game I want to play as soon as possible. Formula E isn't just about battling it on track. The race for a cleaner future is also just as competitive.
It's in FE's DNA to create awareness around sustainability and to try to make a difference.
The whole point of sustainability within Formula E is to reduce our environmental footprint. Formula E has grown so fast. When I arrived, we had no cars. We had not yet started the championship. So it's been an amazing journey, starting from a blank page, really. We had so much potential to really surf on the wave of the fact that the world is changing, especially in the field of transport and mobility. That's the sector where really there's a disruption, total disruption in the way people were moving so far and the way people are going to move in the next few years. And the electric vehicle was the perfect example of showing how the future of mobility can be.
As well as making things sustainable at the races, Formula E is also providing a testbed for electric consumer cars, with the aim to drop pollution in city centres across the globe.
This is something the FE teams and manufacturers are taking very seriously. Audi have launched their all-electric e-tron range.
BMW provide the safety vehicles for FE, as well as offering a host of other electric cars.
Venturi hold electric land speed records.
Nissan are the global leader in electric car sales with their Leaf.
Mahindra are a huge company in India working towards making 30% of the 230 million vehicles on India's roads electric by 2030 in one of the fastest growing economies in the world.
NIO are raising the bar for performance EVs as their EP9 supercar keeps breaking records around the world. And Jaguar have gone a step further by announcing a Formula E support series.
The I-Pace E-Trophy will consist of 20 race-modified Jaguar I-Pace SUVs with identical specifications going head-to-head on the Formula E tracks prior to the main E-Prix.
Held over 10 races and in some of the world's most celebrated cities, the series promises to be the next chapter in Jaguar's race to innovate.
That's it for now. Join us next time as we delve deeper into the world of Formula E ahead of the season. But before that, here's a few reasons to get very excited.
What the hell was he doing?
Get out of the way! They make contact and they're both off! I don't believe it!
What is wrong with him?
Broke my steering. What should I do? Hit you from behind or what?
Oh, he's had another problem.
You've got to be kidding.
Here comes the Grassi up the inside of Evans.